Joining us live in studio is Dr. Mark Hiatt, Executive Medical Director of Regence BlueCross BlueShield of Utah. It's always good to see you, Dr. Hiatt.
Good to be here.
Talk to us a little bit about this story that we have this morning, which is alarming to parents and to all people, I'm sure, that it's this new finding from the FDA about e-cigarettes. Talk to us a little bit about that.
This is an alarming finding, Amanda. It's found that over the past 3 years that the use of e-cigarettes have skyrocketed, and with it, the poisoning of children by the liquid nicotine used in these e-cigarettes.
Wow, so it's almost, it sounds like it's just like regular cigarettes at this point. I mean, almost. I mean, you think of that secondhand smoke kind of a thing, so it's very similar.
There is that effect, but Brian, this is even more concerning because these children can ingest that liquid, and they find it very appealing. Sometimes it's flavored in cotton candy type flavoring, has a very appealing look and smell. So these children, unaware, investigating their environment, ingest this poison, and there has in fact been one death from this.
Wow.
So, and I've heard that the FDA is attempting to regulate more. So I guess we're moving in the direction of more regulation of e-cigarettes, and maybe that would attempt to address the situation?
Yes, Amanda, that's true. Just last week, the FDA announced that it will now regulate e-cigarettes, and a bill was passed this past January by Congress that there will be child-proof protection of the caps on these liquid nicotine containers.
Okay, that's a good start
We'll
at least.
that.
Let's talk about trees right now. I know the trees are blooming all across the Wasatch Front right now. All the trees have leaves. Can trees make us healthier?
They can, Brian. New research has shown that, in fact, that the closer you live to trees, the better off you are.
Really?
And that's because, you see, Amanda, trees filter pollution.
Oh.
They physically intercept particulate matter and they absorb gases through their leaves.
So, I've always thought about that. Talk about the concrete jungle and people who live in cities, and I worry that they don't live close enough to. Maybe that's why they have lots of plants in there. Is that that's an argument for having plants then in their apartments if you don't live close to trees themselves?
That's true, and they allow you to breathe easier.
Can you be less stressed too if you're around trees?
You can. This is another study, Brian, from the University of Illinois that confirmed the long-held understanding that natural scenery can be a useful tool in helping reduce psychological stress. And what they did is they exposed subjects to some stressful activity like public speaking. And after that, they then allowed them to view a variable number of trees. And it was found in the study that the greater the density of trees, the greater the recovery from stress.
So you see,
Isn't that awesome?
It was Henry David Thoreau had it right about getting lost in the
Very, very cool.
Thank you so much. This portion of Utah's Morning News brought to you by Regence BlueCross BlueShield on the In-Depth at 15 and 45.
Okay, so